Hello and welcome to another edition of MASCAC Student Athlete Spotlight, where each week I get the pleasure of speaking with one of our amazing student athletes from around the conference. I'm Emily Liu, MASCAC Assistant Commissioner, and with me today is Sean Schifferl of MCLA Men's Ice Hockey. Thank you so much for being here, Sean.
Of course, thank you for having me.
So, a little bit of interesting background on you. You're from Florida, which I know, at least I don't necessarily think hockey, except for, the two NHL teams that they have down there. So, where did your love of the game come from?
So probably my uncle, my cousins, they kind of grew up. They're from New York. They moved down and they were all about hockey, like all in it. And my dad played a little bit of men's league, so they threw me and my brother in some rec hockey and kind of just ran with it. So
So,
it was always fun watching them play.
so then if they're from New York and they're the ones who got you into it, who's your favorite NHL team then?
Florida Panthers, I have to.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. So you're still a Florida guy, even though you have
yeah,
influences somewhere else.
yeah. Of course.
Okay, and you've been in New England a little bit since you played juniors up here. Wasn't sure if maybe you crossed over to the
No, I
Bruins
can't
since they're
switch.
No, I don't blame you one bit. So, all right. Well, once again, talking about Florida, how did you end up at MCLA? What was it that drew you there?
Coach Ketz, I mean, he was, super great guy to talk to. Met him in person a few times, like super open with me, like talking to my parents. He checked in me every week. So, definitely it would definitely have to be Coach Ketz. And I kind of like what the school offers as well. They're super supportive when it comes to academics and supporting the athletes and kind of give you every chance for success.
Did you know any of your teammates before you got to MCLA?
I did. I knew Alex Ferris and Spencer Craig. My time at the Cyclones before Monarchs, they played in the same program, so I got to know them pretty well. I was pretty excited that they were both coming here.
That's great, and it's wonderful to have at least a friendly face, especially when you're totally new to an area. So that's
100%.
great.
Yeah.
All right, so this has been an extremely exciting year because this is your first year as part of the MASCAC again, as the Trailblazers are resurrected. So, what has that meant to you to be a part of the return of hockey to MCLA?
It's super exciting. I think the school backs us 100%. The students they come to our games, makes it super exciting. And it's also very nice to kind of write our own script and build our own culture here. And I think, again, Coach Ketch has done like a wonderful job of,
You look at the roster and you see a lot of 2027s. You have a lot of
yeah,
what you would consider freshmen, although most of you played you didn't come right out of high school. So what is that like being a little bit older than the normal student body, but also you have your teammates who are in that kind of same boat as you?
I mean, it was definitely a little weird, first few days of school. You walk in there and everyone looks a little bit younger, but you kind of adjust and just roll with it. I mean, it's been fun. Like we met tons of new people. Like I said, everyone's excited that we're back, and we go to all the sporting events. So I think we've kind of all gelled with other programs and other students at the school.
So I know you're just getting going, so you might not know the complete answer to this question, but what are you studying or at least leaning towards? And then with that, what are you hoping to achieve either short term or long term with your degree?
So I am studying health science with a focus in sports medicine. And kind of short term goal would be like physical therapist or maybe a personal trainer, but long term, obviously I love the sport and I'd love to stick with it and maybe climb the ranks a little bit and run with it as far as I can, maybe joining a higher pro team or so on.
Yeah, we did back in fall, we did an interview with your teammate Matt, who was also part of the golf team, and
Yeah,
that was a similar path that he had. So maybe a little friendly competition in there in the future,
100%.
but
Share a
I'm
lot of
sure
class.
you yeah, and I'm sure
Yeah,
you guys support each other totally.
yeah,
So all
it's
right.
awesome.
So in case you didn't know, this is the 50th anniversary of Division 3. And I know you've only been a part of D3 for a short time, but if you could talk to somebody about your favorite thing, whether it's a friend or a family member who might be considering Division 3, what would you share with them?
I would have to let them know that, like, the D3, like everyone's like, oh, I don't know, like it's such a supportive group. Like at least at our school with all the programs, like we all go to each other's games. It's super awesome, and it gives you a chance to like further your career a little bit more. And you never know what happens after, but you get to meet unbelievable people and see some crazy things you never seen before.
I'm not even gonna go ask what that means, but that's awesome. I'm glad you are having a great D3 experience so
Yeah.
far. So all right, Sean, let's ask a little some fun questions, get to know you.
All right.
All right, like you're getting comfortable. You're like, okay, I don't know what to
Gotta get
expect.
ready.
All right, easy one. Indoor or outdoor rink?
Outdoors always fun. Outdoors fun.
Okay. I think almost every hockey player that I've interviewed has said outdoor too. So,
Yeah.
all right.
It's good.
And any pregame rituals or superstitions?
Yes, I do like pregame nap and Dunkin'. I do Dunkin' in the morning, then pregame nap, relax for the day, and then I tape my sticks the same way, and I get dressed from right to left, left to right, and so on all the way up. It's a little weird, but stick with it, I guess.
Hey, if it works.
Yeah.
Do you get the same thing at Dunkin' or just Dunkin' in
Yeah.
general?
I have like a pre-saved order. I get the same thing every morning.
They probably know you by now. There's a couple of them not too far from campus, so maybe you could, you know,
Yeah,
split it
I
up,
live
go
right
there.
across the street from one of them, so they've kind of got my order down.
I love it. All right, favorite hockey player, and this could be current or past, and why?
Matthew Tkachuk, obviously Florida Panther, but he like the way he plays, like he attacks the game from every angle, super physical, super gritty, but also is very skillful with the puck and can change the tide of a game in one shift.
Spoken like a true hockey player. You could see the twinkle in your eye as you talked
Yeah,
about him. All right, interesting one. Sport you could try or want to try knowing you couldn't get hurt.
I love to golf, so I mean I play it, but like that's kind of my summertime thing to kind of get away from the game a little bit and relax when I go home. So golf is definitely where I'm at.
Okay. And not that golfers can't get hurt, but you're pretty safe. You're pretty safe there,
Yeah,
so that's
for the
good.
most part. Yeah.
All right, someone you would love to have lunch with and why?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'll go with my mom because I haven't seen her since Christmas, so it'll be nice to
Oh,
catch up with her. She'll be up soon, but yeah,
oh,
it'll be good to
that,
see her again. It's been a while.
oh, that makes my heart smile. I love that answer. Okay, last question. MCLA blue or gold?
The blue, the navy blue. I don't know. It just looks right on her gear and everything. Yeah,
All right. MCLA blue it is. So, well, Sean, thank you so much for talking with me today and letting us get to know you a little bit.
of course. Thank you for having me. It was a blast.
And stay tuned next week for another edition of MASCAC Student Athlete Spotlight.